So I'm the crazy person, Yasmin John-Thorpe, who got Joanne Apalta and your children involved in this project. Some young people could be allergic to nuts. Some young people could be allergic to peanut butter. Some young people could be allergic to peanuts and nuts. A young boy is going to discover at a birthday party that he has a reaction to a cookie. And Grandpa, who is a sort of sketch artist, is going to come to the hospital to visit him and explain to him about nuts so that he's educating himself. So I thought I would like to educate young people, especially if they have nut allergies, so they can tell their friends, I'm allergic to nuts, and I'm allergic to peanut and nuts, and here's where the nuts grow, and here's how they look, and this is how they're harvested.
So we're signing books that we illustrated with our art teacher. It's pretty cool since we're not that old, and to get started kind of young is kind of cool.
I know Joanne, and she has all these young people, and I wonder if they would like to illustrate a book. They may be learning art, but illustration is totally different.
We tend to do more realistic things in the art class, and they're aiming for realism, where this is more of a fun, illustrative, more graphic look. So I told them, just relax, just do how you see the nut. And they had some reference material. They got nut pictures online. And I said, just go with it. Nothing's wrong. You don't have to be exact. And so they all have their own style. And so it turned out really interesting because each page looks very different.
This is the Brazil nut, and I did the flower of the nut and then what the tree looks like, and then like a cross section of the nut, and then the little nuts in general, some leaves. Yeah. I think it was a very fun experience, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It was awesome. They hadn't done any watercolor before, and they got to love the medium. But the thing is, with watercolor, once you put a mark down, you can't take it off. So they'd have to go with it. They all enjoyed the experience, and they should feel proud. They do feel proud.
You need to really add lots of color to it so it stands out, and yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with this medium, so I did learn that you need to just be bold with the color you're putting on the page.
Yasmin gave me the book in print, and she gave me a list of what she wanted the picture to look like for each page. So I discussed it with all my students and gave them the option to pick which nut they wanted to illustrate. And then there was a few nuts that I illustrated in there, as well as the hospital scenes where the boy Luke is in bed and his grandfather visits.
I did learn some stuff about nuts and allergies, and I actually did the illustration for a nut that I am allergic to, which is kind of coincidental. This is a pine nut, and so this is a pine tree, and here's the pine cone. So the nuts are inside of the pine cone, and they come in a little shell, and then this is what they look like when they come out of their shell. And I drew a small branch with a pine cone as well. It was very stressful because, like Joanne said, you can't erase anything, and so doing watercolor, this was my first time doing watercolor, and to have it put in a book is a little scary.
I think they've learned to appreciate what goes into illustrating a book. It's not just doing a picture. You have to really think of what will attract the reader and keep the interest, especially if it's a children's book. You want it to be something fairly vibrant and fun looking.
I didn't realize how much work really went into each illustration, every single page of the book, but yeah, I do have a great appreciation for that now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.